Hello folks, welcome to my YouTube video. My name is Wayne and I am doing my first DVD and original soundtrack review, so it's going to be a double review for my video, okay? And the DVD that I'm going to be reviewing is of course Ultraman The Next. And if you haven't watched Ultraman The Next, I think you should, because it's one of the best Ultraman movies I've ever watched. Excuse me there. It's one of the best Ultraman movies I've ever watched, and to be quite honest, to me it would be considered the greatest. I don't know about you guys. You probably have your own opinions about that. But the story goes, Maki is an Air Force pilot, so he's on like a mission or something like that, and he flies. He's going on a mission like that, and he encounters this blue light in the sky. So he's like, he doesn't know this, but he's just inadvertently flying into it like that, and he encounters Ultraman The Next inside there. He doesn't die like Hayata does in Ultraman, the first his series, but he does live, and he does have a wife and kid, and his son is very sick throughout the whole entire movie, you know, and unfortunately he gets caught up with government intervention by a scientist by the name of Sarah, who's hunting down her fiance, who's been turned into a monster. Well, who's turning into a monster, and finally at the end he gets a full-fledged monster. He grows huge, and so Maki has to accept that, you know, he has a special gift of becoming Ultraman, has to learn to deal with it, you know, and also help people as well. So you know, it's a really good movie. I really like the fight scenes between the one and also the next. They don't call him Ultraman throughout the movie. It's all the way at the end where a group of kids he gives this silver giant the nickname Ultraman. So it doesn't exactly run in the Ultraman timeline, the official Ultraman timeline. It's in its own universe, and you would see this Ultraman again in Ultraman Nexus, where the Next is actually a group of forms. You know, you got things like I think it's one's called Jonas, Alphys, and the last stage, from what I know, is called Noah. So in Ultraman in Nexus, at the end of that show, he becomes Ultraman Noah inside there. And Ultraman Noah, previous version of the Next you see on the cover right there, is featured in Ultraman Zero the movie, so as a cameo appearance. So he's inside there as well. And it's kind of sad that they didn't bring this Ultraman again, because I really would like to see this Ultraman again, actually, on the silver screen or on another TV show. But you know, so like if companies weren't making that much money for themselves like that, they can't go on with this movies or shows, so they had to bail out, actually. And it was part of the Ultra End project. Ultra End project was supposedly a reboot of Ultraman for the next generation into the 21st century. So that's basically what Ultraman, this Ultraman that you see was. So, but unfortunately it failed, and the company had to move on. The company had to move on right after Ultraman Nexus to, I think it's Ultraman Max, I think. So that's what happened. But I would also like to review Ultraman The Next soundtrack. I hope you can see it very well. And you know, it's a really good. Actually, it's a fantastic soundtrack. It's much better than the other soundtracks that you. It's much better than the other Ultraman musics that you actually see out there. You know, there's a Voyager and Project DMN, and they're not very good. But this Ultraman The Next soundtrack is composed by Matsumoto of the TMG group. So he ended up composing most of the music throughout this film, and it is fantastic. It is the best soundtrack score I have ever heard. And you know, I'm just gonna keep on complimenting this whole film. This film is a phenomenal film. It's to me, it's the best Ultraman film I've ever watched. You know, it's much better than Ultraman Moebius and the Ultraman Brothers and the Super 8 Ultraman Brothers, Ultra Galaxy the movie, and Ultraman Zero, and also Ultraman Saga. So I don't know why they wouldn't make an well, I already know why, but I'm just saying that they shouldn't make it a number 2 to this. So, but you know, that's what happens if the ratings are not good on TV and people are not identifying with this Ultraman very well. You know, you just drop the concept. But I am glad he did make an appearance in Ultraman Zero the movie as a cameo appearance. He's in there. You just have to look out for him, actually. So that's my review. So get both Ultraman the movie, and also buy the original soundtrack, because if you buy them both, you're gonna have a spectacular time. And you can also listen to soundtrack clips of Ultraman the next original soundtrack on my YouTube page, so just to find them out there, okay? So thank you very much for watching my video on YouTube. My name is Wayne, and this has been another one of my Wayne reviews. Take care.